Hi, I'm Vera.
And I'm Spaghetti, and we like to go on cycling trips and have been doing so for over a dozen years.
In this video, we would like to share some of the memories we have on the trip we did in 2014. After traversing France twice, first from east to west and then diagonally from Brittany to the Cevennes Mountains, it was time to head back home.
Our route took us from near Barjac up to Seyssel along the Rhône River. If you saw our very first video, you will recall that this was also the very first trip we did on a bike. But as we took a slightly different route home, and there were many new sections of the cycle highway called the Via Rhôna that had been recently opened, we gained many new impressions, and this is why we have made a separate video to share with you.
We had stayed on the banks of the Seyssel River for over a week. And if you've been following this series, you know that we were attracted by the deep foresty gorge the river runs through. But of course, the Seyssel River is only one of the many rivers that flow from the Massif Central, and there are a lot of other canyons too. And each one of them is unique in its own way. For example, the Ardèche, which is just north of the Seyssel, and is a bit like its big sister, boasting many steep cliffs and breathtaking views. But it is also much more popular, especially for river rafting. But as Mars tourists is not really our cup of tea, we usually avoid such places. We took these pictures a couple of years before when we were still using a car to get around.
Nevertheless, there are still a few quiet spots, at least before the tourists wake up and start disrupting the peace with the commotion of 1,000 paddles smashing in the water and screams and shouts echoing off the steep canyon walls. Of course, all the good places are usually inaccessible, with the road serpenting high above the riverbanks. Invisible to the eye, there was a campsite somewhere down there that had been recommended to us. The question was how to get there, as there were no roads leading there.
Well, by using a cable winch, of course. As the weight it can carry is restricted, we couldn't accompany our bikes on the descent. But that would have probably been too overwhelming for Slow-Eddie Spaghetti anyway, who, as we all should know, is afraid of heights. So, as our bikes hovered above our heads, we marched down the footpath and soon set up camp in arguably one of the most magnificent surroundings you could think of. Just imagine waking up in the morning to this.
Sadly, we soon had to leave, but decided to return here again the following year. And for the moment, there was enough to amuse us as we cycled along the foothills heading north and through Garrigue, the French expression for the stubby vegetation in this fairly arid region.
We arrived at the Rhône River in Châteauneuf and soon passed Eddie's favorite atomic cooling tower. As we had already explained a lot about this route in our first video, and if you saw that, you might be familiar with many of the names of the places on the way. So we just let the slides speak for themselves, and you can see if you can spot the new sections of the Via Rhôna we used.
our journey came to an end in Seyssel, where we took the train to get to Geneva and subsequently back home to the northeast of Switzerland. This saved us having to go up and down the hill to get there and saving us a day, which we didn't have anyway, as we were already running late getting home. But after almost a full 2 months in the great outdoors, we wouldn't mind sleeping in the comfort of our own bed. And as we were feeling really fit and confident, we felt ready to accomplish more treacherous journeys and were already looking forward to our next adventure in autumn, which was only a couple of weeks off. We'll give you a sneak preview of where we then went now, but we'll wait until the next video to reveal our destination. So I hope you're curious and you'll join us again soon.
So it was really fun making this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like button.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one.
So until then, thanks for watching and bye
Bye bye!